Hello and welcome to this video tutorial that will explain how to fill in and submit a project revision. This video will focus on a no-cost extension revision and the revision of the budget, log frame, and subgrants tabs. Other tabs are filled in during the revision the same way they are during the project proposal drafting. For these tabs, you will be able to click on Show, Hide Current Version to display the data currently registered before the revision. After the HFU has approved the partner's NCE request, the partner will be able to access the Overview and Work Plan tabs of the project proposal. On the Overview tab, you will be able to modify the project end date and duration. You will see here the start date of the project and the initial project end date before revision. The revised end date is automatically displayed based on the information previously provided, but you can edit it by selecting a new date from the calendar. Below is displayed the current duration, which is the project duration before revision, and the updated project duration based on the revised end date. As you extended the project duration, you will have to indicate in the Work Plan tab the activities that will be implemented during the extended period. The extended duration is represented in green, and the initial end date box is colored in brown. If a month is in red, it means that no activities are linked to it. If you extended the duration period of your project, it will be the case for added months. Tick at least one activity to be implemented during this month and the month will be displayed in green, indicating that it is part of the duration extension. If you requested a budget revision, you will be able to edit the Budget and the Subgrants tabs. If you were granted a budget revision without a cost extension, you will not be able to increase or decrease the total budget. If you were granted a cost extension, you are allowed to increase your current total budget by a maximum of 30%. The variance across budget categories and the allowed extended amount are indicated below the header. To be able to edit a budget line, the HFU must first unlock it. Locked budget lines are not editable and are grayed out. To revise a budget line, you can edit it or deactivate it by setting the cost to 0. Budget lines that are nullified will also be highlighted in gray. You can also add budget lines by clicking on Add New Row at the end of the budget section. Newly added lines will be highlighted in green. Once you save the tab, you will be able to delete them by clicking on this icon. Thanks to the variance column, you can track the amount and percentage variation of budget lines that you have added or edited. Once you have saved the tab, you can click on General Budget Change Info to display a summary of the changes you made. On the pop-up window, you will see information on the cumulative percentage change and if the budget was redeployed to or from staff cost or PSC. As the budget granted to a sub-implementing partner is integrated to the project budget, you may revise the Subgrants tab if you were granted a budget revision. In the case of a budget revision, you can edit this tab exactly the same way you filled it in during the project proposal drafting. On the Log Frame tab, you will be able to edit the project objective, add a new cluster and HRP objective, but not edit the initial ones, edit outcomes, outcome indicators, outputs, output indicators and activities by clicking on this icon, add new outcomes, outcome indicators, outputs, output indicators and activities. Newly added sections will be highlighted in green. You can use these icons to respectively edit or delete the new entry. And finally, this tab allows you to deactivate an outcome, output, indicator and activity. As we just saw, it's possible to edit these sections, but not to delete them. To do so, you must deactivate them by indicating that they will not be implemented. If you deactivate an outcome, all the indicators, outputs and activities linked to it will be automatically deactivated. If you deactivate an output, all the output indicators and activities linked to it will be deactivated. Deactivating only activities or indicators will not impact other data. However, you will not be able to save the tab if there is not at least one outcome indicator, output indicator and activity. To deactivate an item, click on this icon. On the pop-up window, tick the box, Not implemented. If you are deactivating an outcome or an output, it will be displayed below the sections that will be impacted by this change. Items that are deactivated will be indicated at the beginning of the line. Activities that have been deactivated from the Log Frame tab will be automatically removed from the Workplan tab. However, if you have added new activities, do not forget to edit the Workplan tab. The newly added activities will be highlighted in red. If you have edited any activity linked to a sub-implementing partner, it will impact the Subgrants tab. Deactivated activities will be indicated here. If all the activities of a sub-IP are deactivated, you will have to delete this sub-partner by either clicking on this icon or setting the budget to 0. This is the end of our video tutorial. Do not hesitate to contact your HFU if you have any question or remark.